did manage to defeat a pretty wicked encounter by fighting basically everybody in a giant room. Getting quite a bit of experience. Well, I say defeated. There is one creature left alive, alive, in here that you're aware of. But beyond that, what do you guys want to do? It is approximately 11 o'clock in the morning, by the way. Calculating actual time.
Yeah.
I attacked the giant demon goat. I mean, never mind.
Not a giant demon. It does look weirdly demonic. I think it's the red background. I might have to actually pull that token and like change the background to like blue, and it might make it less demonic looking.
Might have to do something with the eyes too. I don't know. It depends
But
what
it
happens
has
after the
goat
background.
eyes. I can't do anything about it having goat eyes.
Yeah, goat eyes are just naturally evil.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, do you guys want to try to find a place where we can take that rest we were talking about?
Have we figured out where the dragon is yet?
Nope.
No, still trying to find
Southwest.
them.
Southwest.
Probably shouldn't stay in this room, considering we do still have that one undead guy that was afraid of me, but where we don't know where he went.
Well, didn't we know he went southwest, don't we?
We know we disappeared.
Oh, I thought we actually saw him go, like, you and I saw him go down here, I thought.
I think we did, down this way, but
Whistler and I found a room up here. It seems to have a door. We want to try to use that, so it might be a little bit more secure.
okay.
You mean I have to walk through the water?
Yes, Taco, you have
I
to walk.
can if you can.
Jacko's like, I'm suddenly not feeling it anymore.
Like, you guys are perfectly able to close. There is a door right here. The issue is that Tensor's floating disc only moves if it gets pulled 30 feet behind Whistler.
Right.
So
Can you push it though?
No.
Nope.
So we can actually have him do that. We can easily have him walk around to the point where he would go through and possibly pull it.
And just walk around, and then I'll sit in one area right there.
Yeah,
it's not like it's on a chain. And she's like, but yeah, you could do that if you walked to the back corner. It would force the Tensor's disc into the room.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you couldn't. He couldn't just like walk around and like it pulls on a string.
I'm gonna bend myself a little balance pillar here, so I don't have to get wet.
You coming into the room, Taco?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Okay, so all you guys, I'm just gonna count all you guys are in the room. Okay. And so what are you guys doing?
Well, probably gonna need to stagger watches like normal.
Okay.
I think Daco should be the first to sleep, considering that he was trying to take a dirt nap earlier.
Well, I'll cast Tiny Hut, so.
Okay.
So I have that.
So we're a hut inside a hut.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
With Lehman's tiny hut, a large creature can't. There's something about a large creature in Lehman's tiny hut, though.
I don't think it fits. Like
9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you.
But can we just put it in front of the door so they couldn't go through the hut? That way he'd be safe in the room.
Oh, King will be fine. He'll, if necessary, I can resummon him if something happens, but he just can't be in the hut with us.
Okay. And so Tensor's disc is going to be basically at the door. I'm just doing this from Lehman's tiny hut is like a 10-foot area, so you're going to have to occupy basically the same spots, and like it's perfectly easy to fit 6 people in a 10 by 10 foot dome. My issue is all of your stuff. So where's King gonna be in all of this?
So can you ping where the Tensor's disk is going to be?
It barely fits inside the room.
Okay, King is going to be.
And as far as I know, let me look this up, but I think Tensor's disk will disappear if you're taking a full rest.
Okay, so the stuff will be in the room.
Yeah.
But
The staff.
yeah.
Or the wand.
I think King is going to do the whole cat thing and be sitting directly on all of our stuff. Probably chewing on something.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God it's not my stuff. He could chew on that wand. It looks, delicious. And
what is
nothing
the
bad
SRD
happened.
name for Tensor's floating disk? Is it just floating disk? Because this is annoying.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just floating disk. Okay, sorry. Oh, it would have dropped already. Well, because it only lasts an hour, so it wouldn't have dropped already. But you guys only have a certain amount of time.
Okay. So yeah,
So
King will be a good goat and guard the stuff by laying on top of it inside of the room. We'll close the door and
hey Terry, the typical ones is a little more complicated than this, but in order to make it easy, it gives you a climb speed and swim speed equal to your walking speed. And I'll be right back.
Basically, I just messaged Scott to let him know I was going to try to tune in the gloves. But if anyone else needs the gloves more than I do, it's just swim speed and climb speed.
no, we're good with that, with you taking the gloves. This would be a good chance for Brutus to also attune to his new cloak, which Shayna can do later.
For posterity. So we can say it happened.
Does this mean we get to level up to 5 now?
Yeah, so long as we are able to take this long rest, you should be able to finally level up.
Yeah. Yes, those of you that got enough experience to level up are allowed to level up. You are taking a long rest. However, so who's taking first watch? Now, what is and give me a perception roll from each person taking watch and who's doing what.
I guess Zashi can take first watch.
Okay.
And you want a perception?
Yup. I'm assuming you guys are closing the door too.
Yes, we are closing the door and trying to make it so that it's as safe. Oh, great. That's a 3.
Okay.
Okay, if the stuff's gone, we can come back and get it later.
Okay, so yeah. Zashi.
Yep.
During your watch, the door opens, almost like wind moving it. You don't see or hear anything come through it, though.
Okay. Mentally tell King to close the door.
The door closes.
Yeah.
The zombies in our room with us.
Yeah.
It's okay. We don't know about it, so shouldn't worry.
Okay. Check this. See what.
So if you guys look at Bill, he's napping a little bit like a dog when it lays around.
Running in its sleep.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
good
want
for
you to give me another perception roll as well. Becca.
14 on that one.
Okay. Don't know why the character sheet is shit, but okay, we'll do it this way. Okay, so you actually see this happen. The door kind of, this damn wind keeps on knocking. Only this time it's not wind. You actually hear a scuttling on the ceiling. As actually, I need to roll that twice. Okay, so you see. Please note, none of these people have actually. So on the top of the ceiling, climbing along the walls, is a rather pallid-looking woman, kind of like inching her way across the ceiling.
Okay.
Like right above your disc, actually.
Okay.
Or they're just confused. So yeah, you see that. She is eyeing the staff with a lot of avarice.
All right. Might be a little ridiculous, but King can grab the staff in his mouth and start just running around the outside of the room, force him to chase him for 8 hours.
Okay. We will do that. Okay, I need King to roll initiative. I move King at speed outside the room. I need King to roll initiative, and then I'll roll initiative for the 3 things that are going to chase after King.
There are so many things in this room.
Good.
So Scott, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
I had the disease thing or whatever it was that lowered my hit points -10. Am I able to kill that?
If this long rest is completed, you will remove that.
Okay.
Okay, do I have? I do. All right. Do I have? I don't think I did his character sheet. That sheet directly. He has a dexterity of 12.
It does not have a dexterity of 0. That thing has a dexterity of 16. The character sheet on this thing is horrible. I don't know why it's dumb.
Did that work?
Yep, that worked.
Okay, and you said to move him. He has a speed of 60 feet. 5, 10, 20, 60. And is he allowed to dash right now?
Yeah. You can do whatever. Why didn't I? It's not my token.
Okay. 5, 10. Which way to go? Down. 30.
Technically, everybody is in there. Are you gonna wake anybody up, or are you just gonna let this happen?
I am going to wake up Whistler because he's probably going to be the most pissed. And let him know that King currently has the wand of Orcus, and we've got at least
You're only
three,
aware
and
of one.
we've got a weird. I cannot hear you, Tucker.
Tucker, you're muted. You're really quiet.
Very quietly.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not in there yet. Did we do the smart thing and sleep outside?
Nope.
We're in a
Nope.
hut. We're in a magic hut inside a building.
Most of our members are so injured that trying to make it back outside, we might not have even been able to do that.
Okay.
So, yeah, Zachi will wake Whistler up and let you know that there's some woman that was eyeing the Staff of Orcus, and King currently has the Staff of Orcus and is running around outside from this creature.
Okay. How much of a rest did we get?
It's the
Not at
first
all.
hour. It's like 1 hour later. Tensor's disc had just fallen. While you were all taking a long rest, the Deathlock took a short rest.
Okay. Did we bring it? Was she in the thing, or did we sleep away from the wand?
The wand was not in the thing. Because
It's
Not
in-
in the. But was it in our room?
It was
The
in
our
was
room.
inside the sleeper. Okay. Yeah.
And there is no way Zashi would have seen any of these three if there wasn't a door, actually. The door is what tipped you off, because these three things are all invisible.
Okay. Oh, we slept right there.
Yeah.
Like, several of our party members are practically dead on their feet right now, so...
Okay.
Some of them are almost dead, right, Doc?
Okay. So it's still like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's like noon now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I will walk out and peek my head out.
Okay, I need an initiative roll from you. If anyone who's planning on participating in this little combat is gonna have to roll an initiative, because the two vampires spawn and the Deathlock are already an initiative.
All right, give me just a second, because Zashi, now that she has a little backup, and everyone else will be safe in the hut, she is going to leave the hut.
Yeah, if
Is
she
this-
didn't wake me up, then I still see things.
I'm counting the you guys. I'm gonna do a full round of this, and then we'll add you guys to the initiative tracker once it's the top of the round again. Okay. Okay. And then this thing will appear right in front of you, actually, Whistler. You're actually in a weird spot.
Okay. But what do I see? Just peeking out and looking.
Oh, just peeking out and looking, you would have seen the two things that actually Zashi saw, which, well, now two things. Originally, she only saw the one. There is a woman in pretty ratty clothing, long black hair. She was actually climbing along the ceiling trying to be stealthy. And she kind of flubbed her rolls. And
Okay. So where is she? Because I don't see her token.
she is right here. You probably would have seen it as it moved across.
Okay. Can you ping again? Where I would have saw her?
Oh, where you would have saw her? You would have saw her moving across the ceiling over here.
I still didn't see that ping.
Yeah, Scott, you're not pinging.
Oh, that's why. I'm sorry. Ping here is where she actually is. You would have seen her here. You guys see that ping now?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was pinging the GM info. That's why it didn't work.
Okay. Okay, and you're saying that we let the disc fall.
Well,
so
Expired.
the disc expired. It's been an hour. It's just disc lasts an hour. I just checked.
Okay.
Unless Whistler would have woke up every hour, but he wouldn't have gotten his long rest.
No, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that. That
It was hard enough getting the disc into the room. Like you guys.
Yeah. Okay, so where's King?
Pivot.
King is a little bit to the south of you.
Down here.
Yeah.
I can see horns. I just can't tell if it's a Minotaur or King.
That's King.
Okay. And then what is that?
That's the vampire spawn.
Okay.
Okay. So the thing just appeared in front of you and is gonna try to blast King. That's where we're at on the initiative. And then I will add you guys all to the initiative. And he is going to go ahead and do an Eldritch Blast at King.
Okay.
Apparently weird.
So do you want the rest of us to roll initiative?
If you plan on joining the encounter, if you're not, then don't worry about it. Ah.
Did anyone wake us up and let us know there's an encounter?
Well, I would not have woken Daco up. I don't.
We're
Terry
all within
can-
10 feet of each other in the thing, though. I mean,
Right.
unless you're
So
being really quiet.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be really quiet.
I'm pretty sure an 8 misses.
Yep,
But a
an
20
8 misses.
A 21 hits.
Yes, a 21 hits.
Fortunately, he does not have the agonizing blast, so this only does 1d10 damage. So 4 points of force damage to King.
Okay, I will write that down.
And that
And is this the Deathlock, the one that got away from us?
yeah.
Okay.
He basically used all of his hit dice, and he's a warlock, so he got all his spells back. And then the vampire spawn, you have no idea where that came. Well, actually, I will remove the door. So one of the doors that you guys didn't check out, they were behind. Okay. Sending. So it looks like Zashi is first.
Mm-hmm.
Texture, have you rolled Whistler's initiative yet?
Don't forget to click on your token before you hit.
Oh, I
hit it.
have. I can add the 15 in there if you want.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Here, I should be able to just.
All right, I should be able to get there to the Deathlock,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can just add the 15.
Yeah, I'll add it in.
and I'm gonna go. Hey, remember me? Don't hurt my companion. 20 plus 7. I'm pretty sure 9 misses though. 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
Okay. For 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I don't believe I have any bonus actions I can do because I am out of spells.
Okay.
And King has his own initiative, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that would bring us to Whistler.
Okay. So we've got this. We got 2 people here, and then there's somebody crawled up the ceiling.
Mhm.
I will. And King's got it in his mouth.
Yep.
Okay. I will take out the wand of control water.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast it on the water around us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to redirect flow to basically do this. Here. Why is it not shape? Do this.
Are you creating a wall of water?
Well, not really a wall of water, but I'm just. Well, wait, is this a lake or this is just a lake? So it's not flowing at all, huh?
Right.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to raise the water level up and wash it over this beach and try to submerge them.
Okay.
And that's gonna hit King too, but he's taller, so I'm hoping.
King also has advantage on strength and dexterity checks for things like this.
Okay.
So.
And
Well,
you're
it shouldn't be enough to like make him do a check, but it should be enough to make it all direct difficult terrain where they're
yeah, I'll count it all directive.
really difficult terrain. Yeah, like they're chest deep in water.
Yeah. Did we just lose Terry?
Terry messaged a little bit. He's going to join back in.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
back.
gonna say I see him.
Mhm,
He just
Okay.
keeps wanting to say goodbye to me.
Okay. 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 So that's Whistler's turn. So everything is difficult terrain now. It is.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And then I will. Yeah. No. Nothing else. I don't
Okay.
have anything else I can do.
King's turn.
Okay. King is going to go. So he's still in difficult terrain right now, right?
King is immune to it.
Oh, awesome.
Is that because he's a billy goat?
Yeah.
He's going to go over here. So he's got the building in between him and the Deathlock
Okay.
and other people for now. His job. And he's going to take the dodge action,
Okay.
if that's all right.
That's perfectly fine. This vampire spawn will be a little annoyed at the whole water thing, and will trudge through. So, but is focused on the staff actually. So 5, 10, 15. So that's actually 30, and we'll basically stop there. The vampire spawn none of you can see. Well, and I haven't moved them all, so Becca, just so you know that I'm not cheating, the one on the ceiling, right there.
Okay.
We'll go right on top of King, because it's actually up on the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and fall down. Now, normally you would have advantage because it has surprise on King, but King took the dodge action, so it is a straight roll. And it is going to make a claw and a bite attack. So, this is going to be the claw. Pretty sure 7 misses.
Correct. 7 misses.
So I was gonna say it lands on his back and bites into him with it, but because of the natural one, I say he just got splat into the water on the fall, just his natural one. And then he's going to make its bite attack though and try to bite at King's legs. Holy shit!
Yay!
Okay, so that's turn. The Deathlock is now up, and will I need. Will try to trudge through the water. Actually, but before he does that, he will actually cast. He will mutter some incantations. I need Zashi to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
This is a spell, so you have advantage. Don't worry about it. You make it. You feel grasp a pull to just stop doing what you're doing, but so he will. Do you have any bonus actions, or is he just gonna? Oh man. No, that's pretty much his turn. He was hoping to get out of to not take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Brings us to Tucker's all squirmy. That brings us to Zashi.
Oh yeah, she's gonna lay into this death lock again.
You have advantage because he's waist deep in water.
Yay! Ooh, natural 20. So I'll just turn that into a 2. I really wish I could smite this bastard. 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack. 24 to hit
That definitely hits.
for 13 more points of damage.
Okay. He is looking real hurt.
I just realized there is one more spell I have, but I gotta read it, so I'm done with my turn for right now.
Okay. Whistler.
Okay, so now I'm going to use my action to make the water start circling. It's not deep enough for a whirlpool. I'm just making it moving water now.
Okay. So there.
It's a river that goes in a circle.
It's a lazy river. How fast?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Redirect flow doesn't really say how fast the flow is.
Okay.
The whirlpool does, but it's not deep enough for a whirlpool. So that's up to you. That's not really the point. The point is I know about vampires.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I have to actually look at something because this is a thing. What happens? Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot about it. It never comes up. Okay, so and all the vampires are in right now, so okay, it's now King's turn. There is a vampire prone in running water, nipping at its heels.
The section King's in is still moving water.
Uh-huh.
Okay. King doesn't know anything about vampires, so he's going to take the disengage action.
Okay, I will tell you, it is prone right now. Like it is those two natural ones. It didn't get up.
Well, I guess King could smash him then. Where are your +6 to hit? There you go. Nope, that well, it was a 19. It should have added a 6 to that, so 25.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 11 points of damage.
Okay. You by the way, you can actually see. Well, Zashi can't see any of the things, but Whistler, you can definitely see one of the vampires is beginning to smoke as this running water starts going over them. Okay, it is now Vampire Spawn's turn, unless there's something else. Does King want to move?
Well, if he moves, the vampire will get a attack of opportunity. But if he doesn't move, then the vampire spawn is right underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll move.
Okay, it will try to make a claw attack with disadvantage because it's still prone. 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay. Good thing that it had disadvantage though.
Yeah.
2d4 plus. But it will actually choose to not, because of the way this is worded, it will choose not to deal damage. Instead, King is grappled, so he goes back to where he was. His speed drops to 0.
Can he grapple this big thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only one size category bigger than you. You can always... Everything can grapple something one size category bigger.
All right, cool.
Yeah, normally they get advantage, but it's a weird, like, he hits and he gets to grapple instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, that would be the end of King's turn then.
Okay. It is now this Vampire Spawn's turn, who will...
Did he take his damage?
It takes it at the end of the turn. But thank you for reminding me. Will dash and then take its damage. You actually hear screaming, by the way. Like, this thing is like, their skin is falling off of them as they move through the running water.
I just like that I'm killing him with a toilet.
Next Vampire Spawn will go. And we'll make a bite attack first. 16 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And it will do first 1d6. It does 4 points of piercing damage and 3 points of necrotic damage. Its hit point maximum is reduced by 3.
Okay.
This Vampire Spawn sucks, by the way. Its damage is horrible.
He's new. He's a vampire intern.
It's been a while since there's been living creatures around here. I'm going to move King just very... Because actually, I need to grab a hold of the token. I'll move King back in just a second. There. And then, again, this thing is basically melting. Okay, and that's turn. And that brings us to the Deathlock, which will just these things for a CR4 creature are kind of shit. We'll go ahead and I guess go invisible. And I will say that you can definitely tell that it's moving away if you want to make a wild swing at it. You'll have disadvantage. You won't have disadvantage because, and it's kind of a weird invisibility because you can obviously see the water moving away from it, so you kind of know where it's at.
15 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. 14 more points of damage.
Okay. And okay. So Man, my thing is bad. You definitely see that it was running away. It turned invisible. You saw it shadow form, and you just cut it off right where that ends. So both halves appear separated from each other. It is dead.
Woo! Now I can go help Best Boy King.
And it is now actually your turn.
All right. Well, so I'm in difficult terrain, right? 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. I can get there using my action.
Okay.
That's all I can do for my turn.
Okay, Whistler.
Okay. Okay, so still leaving the water doing that, still concentrating on that spell. But I'm not taking an action to change what it's doing.
Okay.
I pop the wings and fly over here onto the roof because it's like a little building
roof
in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually standing right there on the roof, but I'm going to put my token right there so I can actually see. But I'm actually right there. And I will blast the vampire spawn that wasn't prone.
Okay.
With not a blast. I'll try to chill touch him.
Okay. Unroll me attack.
Okay.
So I can still hear Tucker. His video frozen for anybody else? Because I can hear him, but his video's frozen. Right? Weird. Okay.
And hopefully I do better. I found out this entire time my chill touch was wrong and been doing the wrong bonuses, which is why I never hit anything with it.
Yeah, that hits. And that's necrotic.
It is necrotic, but it does prevent healing, and it does give him disadvantage if he turns around and tries to attack me.
And that was the one right in front of you, right?
That was the one that wasn't prone.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to have disadvantage.
Okay. Well, both of them had stood up.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, he'd just blast the one right in front of King.
Yeah, the one that's actually grappling King right now.
Yeah, the one that's actually grappling King.
Okay. And now it's King's turn. King is currently being grappled. You can take an escape action. You can try to escape. Or he can attack back.
I think he's going to headbutt him.
Okay.
Since they're in moving water still, and it seems like that seems to be doing something. 15 to hit.
I think that that hits. That just hits actually.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You do notice that King, his weapon's not being magical. He's not exactly doing the most damage to these things.
We need to get him little horn caps like Brutus.
That brings us to which vampire spawn is that? Okay. This one will move over here, and we'll do a claw strike. For sure, 20 hits.
Yep.
This is a really weird thing, but he is also going to grapple King because you can't bite if you're not grappling. And it's
that was a claw attack. Oh yeah, got it.
Now we'll try to bite King.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh wait, okay. They're not prone, so okay. And then I will do. Five points of piercing damage. And 5 points of necrotic damage with King's HP being reduced by max HP also being reduced by 5.
King actually disappears. It dropped him to 0, so being what he is, he disappears.
Okay. That means that one takes. Oh, that's looking hurt. That's the end of its turn. King disappears. It's now this one's turn. This one will pick up. This will use its action to search around for the staff that's now dropped into the water and pick it up, and then we'll go 10, 20, 30 that way. And that brings us to
Is it
Zashi.
dragging it, or is it just like super strong?
It's not exactly. I mean, it's strong, but it ain't. Its extreme strength isn't strong enough to like. It's not so much dragging it as much as like the water is actually weirdly helping the stick and being it slightly more buoyant. But yeah, it's not exactly. It's not moving particularly fast. We'll say it that way.
And both of them took the damage from the moving water?
Yeah, I just had to put it in there.
Okay. So Zashi's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And 20, 30. Use my action to get into melee with this creature.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's going anywhere. I guess. An opportunity attack.
Okay. Brings us to Whistler.
Yeah, I will try to chill touch him again.
Okay. The one with the staff?
Yep, the one with the staff.
Okay, that definitely hits. And so 5 more points damage.
I need coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, that brings us to this guy, who will move, unless Whistler has a bonus action.
No.
Okay, this guy is going to try to attack Whistler.
Okay, keep in mind I'm up on the roof.
Oh,
you'd actually
yeah,
have to-
so he wouldn't. He would actually go 10, 20, 30. We'll try to attack Zashi. Claw attack. That's definitely a miss. Other claw attack. Hey, Becca, what's your AC?
Hold on.
Okay.
19.
Okay, you're grappled.
I'm grappled.
You're grappled.
Okay.
More skin flakes off of this guy. Which he tells the other one, I got this. Just get away. Bring me back with the staff of our Lord. That brings us, that's what this one's gonna take the disengage action and go 5 and or 10, 20, gets out of the water.
Remember, it's all raised up.
Oh yeah, it is all raised
He's
up.
got to go a little bit farther. He could probably get out of it by going right up against the wall.
Well, that's the end of his movement, and he took the disengage action to not take the attack of opportunity. But he's still up. Or she's still up. And then Zashi. Actually,
Alright.
the one grappling Zashi is the female. So yeah, he is still up as this day.
Okay, but I'm being grappled, so I am going to attack the one that is grappling me.
Mm-hmm. Did I?
15 to hit
15 just hits.
for 13 points of damage.
It's looking really hurt. Like a stiff wind would knock it over. But okay, you don't even have to roll damage. It had 1 hit point left.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
So
that
that's-
one turns to dust, and the swirling water takes its form away.
All right. So then I should now be able to go 10, 20, get back into melee with that one. It's like, you're not going anywhere.
Okay. That brings us to Whistler.
Okay. So I use my action to redirect the flow again, so that basically, it's the water's filling in like all of this in here while still moving.
Okay.
Just trying to cut off his escape.
Okay. How deep are you going?
Same
Okay.
level that we were fighting in before.
Okay. Okay. And that's your action? Any movement?
Yeah. I will. Bonus action fly and drop in the water right here.
Okay. It's now the vampire's turn, who is yet again going to take the disengage action, get to the wall, and then go 20 feet up the wall. Or 10 feet up the wall.
Okay.
So it's out of the water. Zashi, it's your turn.
All right, so he went 20 feet up.
Well, so he went. So this because of the difficult terrain. So we'll say the first thing is difficult. So it's actually we go 5 feet and then 10 feet. So because he would have, sorry, vertical movement. So it took him 10 feet of movement to just get to the wall, and then another 10 feet of movement to go up 5 feet up the wall to get out of the water, and then so he's actually 15 feet up the wall.
Okay.
How tall is that wall?
30 feet. Or no, actually it's 45 feet. Sorry.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my longbow out that I got earlier, and using the +1 ammunition arrows, I will fire at him. 13, I'm pretty sure misses.
Things against the wall.
Ah,
You're just not that used to using a longbow, Zashi.
yep. But I will, I guess, get closer to the wall so that I'm out of the water.
I do want to ask, do they have like spider climb?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
He
he doesn't have hands because he's holding the stupid thing.
Yeah. Yeah, specifically, the vampire can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
But without needing his hands.
Yeah, if he can be upside down on a ceiling,
Okay, cool.
that means
Just
that
want to make sure.
his feet are sticky.
Okay.
I will say, I will say that like he is not going to be able to dash doing this.
Okay.
By any means. So you have at least one more turn of him being before he clears that wall. But it's still Whistler's turn.
Oh, no, it's Whistler's turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. Whistler redirects the flow right up and over the wall. Because he can do that with control water too. He laughs at the guy.
Okay, I'm actually going to do a strength saving throw for this guy simply because that's got to be difficult. What's your spell save DC?
14, but I'm using the wand, so I don't even know if it's my spell save DC.
It's your spell save DC. Well, he rolled a nat 1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. He comes, he he thinks he's getting away. He's like, I got it, and then the water comes up like just in time, and he just blam right back into the water, kind of dazed. He is prone. But that, oh man, hold on, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay, what'd you guys hear last? Sorry.
He fell into the water.
Okay. Wait just a brief second while I do some things.
I feel bad for this intern vampire spawn. He's had a rough fight.
He has.
That's like his 5th one.
Well, he's gonna die this turn. So, actually, he is going to. You're gonna hear him under the water, like muttering something. I'm gonna do a D percentage. He has no levels of cleric. 0 levels of cleric. So he has to roll a 1 on this D percentage check. If he gets it, he will call to his demon lord. That's his action right now.
I just really want to see this happen now.
If he gets this, someone better wake me up.
I think if he gets this and Orcus shows up, we all die. We're all gonna. None of us are gonna wake up, and we're all going to rise.
No,
He fails anyways.
He'll get the long rest though.
Well, you could. I mean, this actually only took like 18 seconds, so it's not like. But I mean, I will say that you guys have to make up the hour that you basically wasted on the long rest. Zashi and Whistler.
Mhm.
And since I directed the water away, it's probably pretty much gone. This is probably all dry in here now.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah.
And probably raining on some poor fool on down here on the other side of the map.
I will say you actually notice as he prays the staff, so the rest of his body disintegrates, and instead of the ash going into the like flowing up and over, it actually into the skull at the top of the staff.
I'd start dragging the staff.
Okay.
I want to put it behind Tensor's disc in the building.
Okay.
It can't go into the disc, but I want to put it behind the wall and the disc so that you have to I'm assuming that disc is taking up a lot of room.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys complete your long rest. I'll say if you want to spend the extra hour for Whistler and Zashi to get their spells back, you guys can.
Yes, please.
Please.
Oh, that was a great sleep. Oh.
It's like you guys had to just leave. It's like you guys could have just
I
kept
do
sleeping.
need.
At some point, the dome disappears, and who's ever on that side of the dome, the staff's gonna fall on them.
So that was okay. So night would have fallen. I need everybody but Bill to make an insight check. Bill, you just see it because of your thing. Oh, and I would say so. I mean, I think it goes without saying, but Whistler, you do know that there is a curse also on this rod. You'd have to attune to it, which you're not. You can't. So insight checks from everybody.
11 for Zashi.
Okay, Storm, you will see this. Zashi, you won't. Did anyone else roll it? Oh. Okay. Bill, about dusk, about sunset, right when the sun sets, you see, you actually see it for before it starts. But Zashi, that's the only time you see it. Out of the socket of the left eye of the skull that sits atop this staff, a mote of green flame is emitting outward for about 5 minutes.
Does anyone else see that?
See what?
The mote of flame that came from the eyes? Somebody else tell me they've seen it.
And it lasts for about 5 minutes to Bill. For Zashi, you see it. Or not Zashi, for Storm, you see it. But it's so quick.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So for anyone else that didn't see it, explain what happened, especially since Storm was able to say yes, they saw it.
You're not going too crazy. Maybe we both are.
That's not helpful.
I make an illusion of a bird's nest, and I point to the staff.
You want to use it for your nest?
It's very uncomfortable, Whistler. You shouldn't like that.
I dismiss the illusion of the bird's nest, and I make the illusion of a church.
You want to worship the staff?
Do you want to take it to a church to get it decursed?
I dismiss the illusion of the church, and I make an illusion of the symbol for Murder the Crows.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to be better at charades, man. You just... you suck at this.
You want to take it back to our stronghold.
Why did you say so?
Yeah, speak up, man.
Our stronghold.
So is that your... I should probably actually get rid of this guy.
So, question for you, Scott, since we've had a chance to rest, does anything respawn in the area? Because that's something we're worried about.
It respawns at dawn, so no.
Does anybody know that?
No.
Oh god, it's gonna be terrible.
You do know that that things respawn. Although I will say, ever since you guys pulled that staff out of that crystal, the pervasive necromantic energy of everything seems to be not diminishing because you're right next to that staff, but concentrated in that staff.
Great, it's following us. They're going to spawn wherever we are.
No, not following us. We're dragging it with us.
So then is priority to get out, or is it a priority to try to get a safe way to get in and out?
Then I point at the staff and I make an illusion of like a big cartoon U-shaped magnet.
It acts like a magnet for the necrotic energy around us. Okay, so perhaps we should head back to the stronghold and at least get that secured somewhere. Okay.
Do we have a safe place to put it so that we're not putting anyone's life in danger?
Yeah, Whistler's Nest. That's where I vote it goes.
So, yeah, I think at least Whistler and Zashi agreed that despite the fact that we just took a risky long rest inside the palimpsest, we're heading back to get the staff properly secured. And we're just going to have to fight our way back through.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board for this.
I'm not hand waving you guys getting back because you have a giant undead magnet attached to you. So, you.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a map to get out? Do we know which way's out?
Yeah, we've been.
Well, at least we had a long rest.
Yeah, we've been writing it down, and Squish has also been writing it on their map.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this. This will be great. Onward!
Okay.
I do make the disc again.
Okay.
I don't take the extra hour to make flap though, because
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna head back this way.
How long does it take? How long did it take us to get in here this far, technically, time-wise?
Technically 2 hours, but that's because you took 2 short rests along the way.
We might be able to get back in here before the dawn hits and everything.
Maybe. Okay. Da-da-da-da.
Because it's only like evening time, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's 9 o'clock at night.
Whistler, Storm, where are you?
Brutus is still sleeping.
We made sure we woke up Brutus. Brought Brutus with us as well as
You know,
that.
Brutus
I'll
is still
drop in
tuning.
Brutus, and I'll drop in Brutus when you guys get into a point that actually it matters.
When you guys trigger your next encounter.
Kind
Let's
of.
see.
We'll see how.
Let's see. We were here. If I remember right,
Give me a
over here to
second.
the right was where
Hold
we
on.
had that safe
You can
room.
shortcut through the poison rooms.
Yes, that's what I'm suggesting.
Taco knows all about that.
They do.
What I think is funny is that we have that marker at the very beginning, and you can see shit at the door.
Shh.
Whistler, please, you just triggered an encounter. Please roll initiative, as the gross priest thing is still there, and it very much wants that staff.
Should have gone through the poison,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, I thought we were going through the poison room.
Yeah, Whistler.
Okay. Whoops.
It's okay.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Shane's not here, so I don't have to be really non-descriptive about the spawn of Cuse.
Yeah, she wouldn't be in this fight anyways.
So Shayna, if you're watching the stream later, stop.
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
So just keep in mind the staff is all the way back here, 30 feet behind me.
Yeah, I got it. That's why I didn't. When it first saw you, it wasn't gonna trigger. It was if he could see the.
Yeah.
So wouldn't the rest of us have been closer to Whistler if he was running ahead?
I don't know. You guys seem to go off different directions.
I went southwest. What are you talking about? Was that the point of the exit?
It could have been that we were discussing the poison room and didn't realize Whistler had run ahead.
Whistler just assumed that you guys were all
Keeping up.
following behind him, ready to defend the staff.
That's also works.
Yeah, since we talked about that before you left.
Because Whistler's flying.
Right. So, okay. So, Bill, you would be first then. What this initiative looks like, unless I missed an initiative. Not look like it. And you hear that I will say the spawn does do its movement to he's running towards the staff. It's not his turn, but he starts running towards the staff.
And can you? Okay, that one.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'll just move to intercept it.
Okay. Is that your full movement? Actually, if you wanted to, so the staff. Let me do a distance check so I know exactly. I really should have put that freaking.
Just drop a random token.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Here, I'll drop a random token.
Thank you. So Bill, you're right in front. You'd be right in front of the disc, honestly.
Okay, then I will try to hold an action to attack it when it gets close enough.
Okay.
Morris is not Morris. Morris is a tensor's disc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With a.
And it's large, right?
Well, I don't think the disc is actually large.
Okay.
but
It's just no.
the staff is.
Yeah. Okay. Is one of her. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Use. We'll go ahead and. I don't actually know what this does because you guys avoided this fight last time. It is actually going to kind of ignore Bill for a second. And it'll go 5, 25, 30. It's actually going to dash, so Phil, you get to make your attack. It's just going straight for that staff.
20 to
yeah,
hit.
that definitely hits.
So no.
Okay. And you since you held your action, you get to actually make your full attack if you have a second attack. Okay. Are you level 5 or are you level 4? Okay, so you get to make your second attack. 12 does not hit though.
That'll be good.
Okay. Oh, actually 12 does hit. Wow, it's armor class. Shit. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
10 more points of damage.
Okay. You just cleave into this thing. He's still doesn't seem to be all that interested in you and is just running right past it to the disc, and you just see its hands kind of overflow. All those like worm-like things start like dropping onto your disc, start crawling over everything.
You.
And that brings us to Zashi.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I think she's going to try the longbow again, down to 8 of those +1 arrows because I wouldn't have been able to find them in the water. And she's going to attempt to hit. Uh, 27 for the first one.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
And it's 1d8 plus 4. And with range things, I can't smite. So.
Correct. You're not a warlock.
Nope. So 11 points of, or sorry, that's 12 points. I forgot that the +1 arrows.
Right.
And the second attack, 24 to hit.
Also hits.
7 more points of magical damage.
Okay.
And I actually have my spells back. So I will go ahead and use spiritual weapon. And it'll be right here.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and make that attack. 1, 8 plus 3, it's +6 to hit. $23.
Okay.
1, 8 plus 3 for 9 points of damage,
Okay.
which should be radiant damage. Or sorry, no, it says force damage.
Okay. That brings us to who is that? The Chester?
Yeah, it's Taco, but
Yeah.
yes.
Daco.
Let's see, since I'm way back here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and not in a range of anything. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I could dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're good.
Okay. Storm.
Storm will move up to here and go ahead and firebolt him.
Okay.
I miss.
Yeah.
Severely.
Wildly. Like I would give a description if I moved out of the way, but you're like probably not even aiming in the right direction right now.
Yeah, the disc is in the way.
Yeah. Whistler.
Okay. Whistler thinks briefly about just taking off with the wand, but then lands over here. And, will try to chill touch worms. He's just gonna send that skeletal hand out and start squishing.
Just like brushing the worms off of the thing.
No. Like going out there and just.
Okay.
Feels very dopamine.
You're not. I think Claire, are you just targeting the worms on the spawn of Cuse or the worms that he like dropped all over your ship?
Oh, I thought he turned into worms and he's all over the.
No.
He's dropping worms.
He's dropping worms. He's like made of tapeworms. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm attacking the ones that are all over the disc.
okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll. And if we'll AC 10, and then if you hit, we'll okay. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. Yeah, it's going to affect something.
Okay. I mean, I just rolled Chill Touch. It's a spell.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. That's good damage for Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. And Bill, it's your turn.
So if I'm still in range, which I believe I am according to the map, I'm just
Yeah.
going to attack again.
Uh-huh.
So, give me notice. I will attack and then I'll ask. But
I hit.
14 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just going to ask if you wanted me to do perception or anything to see if it's doing.
It's doing what?
He locked up. He froze.
Yep, he froze.
Yeah, I'm back. Right.
I think
Yeah.
you're talking about resistance. He's not resistant to damage.
No. I was asking if there was any if it was doing anything to the staff or the disc because the worms are dropping out. Do we see anything?
Yeah,
within those
it looks like he's muttering some kind of incantation. He's making a prayer.
Oh, awesome! So that's
He's trying to.
so I let everybody know they can't see him. He's doing something or he's saying something that I don't really know what he's doing. So anyway, so then I'll attack again. 20 hits,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
For another 8 points of damage. And if I think it's important enough, I'll use my action surge to attack another 2 more times.
I don't know. Do you think it's important? 9 misses.
9 misses, and then my other attack. It goes through.
17
hits. Damage 10, and then I'll yell at everybody. If he's saying something to the staff, I don't know what's going on. And then I'll pass.
Okay. It is now its turn, and he is going. And we just drop Terry again. It is going to roll a D100, and we will see what happens.
Oh god.
Oh no.
This is it, boys.
Okay.
I'm actually really bummed. I want to see this work sometime. Almost enough to start playing a cleric just so I can try every chance I get.
Zashi. Well, a lot of people misunderstand how the rule works. The week-long reset only starts if it succeeds. You can actually spend every action doing it. It's
All right.
really dumb.
Gonna go ahead and put the longbow away, take my rapier back out. Ooh, I am totally smiting on this one.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 1d2 plus plus 4, and then the smite would normally be 3d8, right?
Yeah. It's undead.
So that's actually going to be, that's a 2. Nope.
He's in the fountain. He's in the fountain.
He is in the fountain.
That's a 6. Holy crap. 35 points of awesomeness.
So awesome, because he only had 5 hit points left, so...
Oh,
Obliteration.
Yeah, like, gooey bits everywhere. Let's say a lot of that radiant energy actually pulses and, like, get some of the worms off of all your guys' stuff that were burrowing into them.
they're burrowing into our stuff.
Yeah, but you managed to actually cleanse it
All right,
with
good.
that smite.
All right, and then I will go 5, 10, 15.
You're out of
20.
combat. Unless you want to mess with the zombie that just, like, fell into the tank of weird parasitic worms.
No, but I will keep the spiritual weapon up and move it 20 feet since I don't trust that we're completely out of combat forever.
I'm thinking about putting a slab of earth on top of that silly fountain with the zombie inside it.
Did we have an extra short bow?
Yes, I can give you a short bow.
Okay. Yeah, I walk over, I take the short bow, and I put my hand out for arrows.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot the thing.
I do pull the +1 arrows back out of the guy I just fired. I don't know if you want me to do any sort of roll to see if they are intact, Scott.
Yeah, give me a D100 roll for each one.
Do they lose their magic every time they hit, though?
33 and 85.
So both of them are intact, but they're just standard arrows.
Right. So I need to make sure I note that I am down to, where are you?
By the way, 300 experience for the Spawn of Use and everybody. And
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I take the bow and whatever arrows you give me, and I walk over here to where I know there's a pile of bones
Mm-hmm.
from a skeleton archer, and I say, "Rise, my minions!" and I cast Animate Dead on the.
Okay. So I would have been able to give you 20 regular arrows.
okay.
And I give him back his bow and his arrows.
Okay. Please remind me they have a skeleton. Please remind me of your skeleton. It's just gonna hang out with you until we get into combat, and then
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna ring him back, and I'm gonna say 5%, and then I'm gonna have him sit on Tensor's disc with the arrows.
Okay.
Okay. Weird thing.
Oh God. Put him on the staff.
Gonna start a tuning. He's gonna start a tuning.
Yeah.
Please give me a. This is gonna be really odd. Give me a D100 check, please.
Scott, since you were figuring out XP, did we get any XP for the ones?
So total, you're at 12. Each of you get 1,200 experience. Apparently, this is really easy. All of them are the same CR, so you all get 1,200 experience points. It's actually really easy math for once.
So 1,200 XP total.
Yeah.
1,200 plus then what you said, 400 for this.
No, that is total. It's total. That includes the spawn.
Okay.
Okay, so 800 more, so 95.
So the 1,200 total, or including the 300 we just got.
That's
Total.
That's
yeah,
it.
all together.
Yeah, altogether. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry, I have to look up this table. Give me a second.
Also, if it matters, because I totally would have switched to Tumit because I'm out of control water.
Uh-huh.
When I raised him, I used the shard as a focus.
Okay. That would give him some extra HP, but that's not what I'm concerned about right now. So where was it? 40, huh? Okay, so the skeleton, like, kind of, like, it's close to the staff, and you see some, like, energy pulse into the skeleton, and the skeleton gets, like, it's weird for a skeleton to be healthier, but he suddenly gets if you give me 2d10, he gets that many temporary hit points.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
So yeah, it gets 7 temporary hit points. As it seems to be invigorated with necromantic energy.
But it's still under my control, right?
Does it seem slightly more sentient than normal? Argumentative?
just to make it easier, so Tucker knows, every hour an undead is in contact with it, it's a wild magic surge chart.
So it might be bad.
It might explode in a fireball.
I don't. I know that, but does Whistler know that?
Whistler can do an Arcana check to figure out if he knows what happened. I don't think the rest of you even realize something weird happened. Nope, Whistler doesn't know it.
Shit.
Nothing weird happened. We would know.
Yeah.
So we would know something happened.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You're out of combat. Well, I will say you remember a certain figure, another person you bypassed. A guard is in the room beyond. He does not notice the staff yet.
That is why I am keeping the spiritual weapon up and bringing it as closer to me before we continue forward. Having it come, because as soon as this guy sees it, I'm pretty sure we're going to be in combat again.
Or you could just tell him that you're here to audit his files and you need to go into his office, and while you're auditing, we slip past.
Okay, I'm willing to try that, but I need someone to translate for me.
Elven.
Yeah.
I speak Elven. What's the problem?
Yeah, I need someone to translate for me. So, Daco, let's do this.
See? I got this. I'm probably a horrible liar on this character, but hey, I'm down. No, I'm not. I'm a great liar.
I put up my finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I rip off a piece of my journal and I take out some special ink and I write a bunch of shit down on the page and I hand it to Daco.
Sure. I think that long.
It takes me about 10 minutes, but I do this.
I glance at it to see if I can understand what he wrote.
Right now, it just looks like our contract. And then while you're looking at it, I snap my fingers and it changes to a menu from the Copper Quirrell. And then I snap my fingers again and it changes to some a printout of the weird magic that I read on the rat's layers wall.
Well, let's not show him that. Okay.
All right. Well, if we're...
Yep. It just looks like a list of stuff. I got it.
Please note this is all going to be in Elven, so Zashi, you don't actually understand it. Daku does. He'd have to translate it.
I'm going to try and pitch him on the fact that the new
and then I turn it into the original thing that we wrote, the original writ.
Mm-hmm. My supposed queen,
Yes.
Are you done?
We are done for the moment. We have... I guess we're going to hand him whatever Whistler wrote. We have some things to go over. Can we step into your office to go over it before we leave?
Of course. If you wouldn't mind having your friends wait, I suppose. I will have to check your cargo for contraband. But we can go to my office as long as they agree to not try to pull one over on anybody. And then he walks in.
Well, unfortunately, the cargo we had, my wonderful goat, was taken out. So
I'm sorry. I lost a pet once. It was horrible.
Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to convince him that the only cargo we had, the goat, was carrying, and let Whistler slip past while we do this.
Okay, I'm gonna need a persuasion check. It's either going to be with advantage from Daco because he actually can speak the language and he has a writ, or disadvantage from Zashi because she has to talk through Daco and it's kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion, not deception. I know.
And then I need a stealth check from Whistler.
So, right, so Chester, I've got a +6 to persuasion, but I'm going to be at disadvantage, right?
I have a 4 on persuasion. I'm a better liar than I am a persuader.
I will say mathematically, it's probably better for Daco to do it with advantage than
all right. So, Daco, please do the rolls.
Okay.
I am going to. Shoot. Oh, I just exited the thing. I'm going to cast Silent Image over our pile of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just to make it look like a bigger pile of stuff
Okay.
that doesn't have a Wand of Orcus in it.
Okay. A few things are happening. So first we'll do a insight check on what's going on. He has disadvantage on. Okay, he's apparently really obsessed with his paperwork.
Read that guy right.
Tucker, I need another D100 roll from you.
Yeah, I got booted from the room, so someone can roll it for me real quick.
Sure. D100?
Uh-huh.
Just don't blame us for what rolls.
95.
Okay.
Angelians. No. Oh, sorry.
Okay. So this is a weird feeling for everybody as the illusion takes hold. It's perfectly fine illusion, although like there's a weird almost like the staff seems to corrupt the illusion a little bit in order to make it like it's there's stuff. It looks like a lot of dead bodies now. There's like you're bringing out the dead basically. It's interacting with the staff. However, everybody within 30 feet of the staff is vulnerable to piercing damage for the next minute. As you feel like there's some weird like I don't know, your bones feel softer than they normally should be.
I've got pins and needles going on.
Okay.
But you make it pass without any kind of problem because the guy hit rolled a natural one on his
I shift the illusion to make all the dead bodies smiling.
You can do that. That actually.
I got that ability. I can change illusions now once they're made by changing the parameters.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I will. Okay. How long does Enemy Dead last? It just goes, right? It's just that you.
So what? Right. He is animated. If I don't cast the spell on him again within 24 hours, he's a free undead.
Yeah. A free super skeleton.
It's only going to get worse.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys easily make it past. And honestly, the rest of the way is clear. So you guys make it out of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Hooray.
I leave the undead guy in the palimpsest right by the door.
Okay.
Still under my control.
Okay.
I tell him just to stick around by himself, only defend himself. Try to be inconspicuous.
Roger, boss. I got it.
Roger.
Which is really, like when he says that, is like, what? How does a skeleton talk without a tongue? And you've never seen an intelligent skeleton, but he's like, Roger, boss.
So
I also name him the sound of someone like popping their knuckles.
Okay.
cool. All right. So
also, so I don't know if Terry can hear, but under Bill's gaze, it also has a slight little like burning green flame coming out of its eye socket when it said Roger, boss.
Okay, so I point that out. Did anyone else see the green flame coming from that eye?
I minor illusion of green flame coming out of the eye, but it looks just like a normal fire, just green.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone changed the contrast on a video.
It actually looks very similar, although, yeah.
Yeah, see it?
Yep, we see it, Bill. You're not going crazy. It's all good.
Does anyone know what that
Pat him on
means?
the shoulder.
Does anyone know what that means? Skeletons
No.
catching on fire coming from their eyes.
Actually, I can give everyone can give a religion check. DC 25. Figure
Oh,
out what
I-
the fuck this means.
Even getting a natural 20, I can't
Okay.
make
Yeah.
that. Let's see.
Just for funsies, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'll roll, but
Can we roll for Brutus too?
I will,
Okay.
with a
You're
natural
so
20, and I will honestly give Tucker it. Just it's not. It looks very similar to. I won't give it straight up, but it looks very similar to a symbol of the whispered one. Is yeah.
Cool.
Is he missing a hand now too?
No, Skeleton has both his hands.
so we take the staff back to our place.
Okay, it's gonna take you a little bit, just from time perspectives. Let's see. So you spent. Right. Okay, so you would be traveling actually during. It would be daytime when you're traveling back. It would be falling night again because when you leave the palimpsest, it jumps ahead the however much time. So yeah. But yeah, you make it back to your place. Night falls. At just about the time you get to your area.
Okay. I want to get that staff.
Who's carrying the staff? Because I'm assuming you're not, because it's going to take more than an hour to get back. So I'm assuming it's not going to be on Tensor's disc the entire time.
Phil offers to help carry it if he needs it.
As much as we can use Tensor's disc, though, because we got a bunch of other shit too.
Okay. I would say if you were willing to cast Tensor's disc twice, it'll only take 2 hours to get back, especially with your fly speed. So you just make it back there quicker than.
Yeah, Zachi would like to get the staff secured. However, Whistler is going to be the most comfortable with it before helping Reed and Squish take their cut of everything to Resplendent.
Okay. So, okay. How are you securing the staff? What are you guys doing with it?
So Whistler walks up to Storm and taps Storm on the shoulder. And then starts whistling the wedding march, points to your ring, and then goes, and then drags Tensor's disc into her church.
Yeah, and just Storm is just like staring. Just like what the hell?
The rings are something specific with communing with the god of the temple we have, right?
Mm-hmm. They're a mark of their communion with them.
The fact that we did a good roll.
Yep.
No, we did a bad roll, remember?
For what? Well, yeah, but we got the rings for it, so.
So your plan is to commune with the deities to take care of it?
My Whistler's plan was to make Storm do that. But yeah, Whistler doesn't even know how. So he to commune really, he doesn't know how that works. He just knows. So he takes it in, hoping that he's hoping something will happen when he actually takes it into the church.
Oh, holy God of knowledge, here you go.
Does Storm do that?
If everybody else is doing crazy things, sure.
Okay. Give me a wisdom religion check.
Oh man. A wisdom religion check?
Yeah. If you're proficient, with religion, add your proficiency modifier, but use your wisdom score instead of your intelligence.
I'm not proficient.
So straight wisdom check.
Well, you get a plus. You're half proficient though, because you're a bard.
Yeah. So it'd just be straight D20.
Okay. So you say this, you close your eyes in mild supplication, as much supplication as Storm gets. You feel your soul being tugged upward, up, and then slammed downward. As though you were being pulled by something. In fact, you can feel like a red burning tether against your foot, and you find yourself sitting in front of a throne. Covered by bones, a large goat-like being, corpulent with hooves and
King?
a goat skull. A
Storm, we
staff
hardly knew
in
you.
its left hand, looking amazingly similar to the one you have. I believe you found something that used to belong to me.
Depends on what used to belong to you.
He points to his current staff. Probably one of the predecessors to my
Tradesies?
wand here.
Yeah, I think we picked up one of those. Yeah, yours is a newer edition. 2.0 or.
Probably. Judging by you smell of Suabos, probably. I think I lost that one 7 editions ago.
Wow, that's pretty far back. Is that one a
I'm
lot better?
surprised it didn't get dropped into a volcano or something. Usually, when heroes kill me and take my shit, they like to drop it into volcanoes.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Storm. How are you doing? Not sure why I'm here, but
I am the undead Lord Orcus.
well, that's cool. Want to be friends?
I was hoping. Well, I don't really do friends, but I was hoping maybe you could return my property.
Well, I mean, you could have it if you want it. I mean,
It's not
no
so
big
much-
deal
I
to
mean,
me.
like, it's not really a big thing for me. I have my own, but it does suck to replace them when they get dropped into volcanoes. And really, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, that's
taking it off
understandable.
your
You just
hands.
don't have the insurance to cover it, do you?
Yeah, they're really hard to make. You have to like petrify a treant and let the wood rot from the inside, and then you have to find the skull of some asshole who wanted to become a lich, and it just takes time. Having a spare would be really helpful. But as I said, really, I'm doing you a favor. It's not really a good thing to have those things lying around.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be doing us any favors on our way out either.
Yeah, it tends to be a giant magnet for any powerful undead creatures.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of other planar entities, some of my rivals like to get a hold of them. They, for whatever reason, they look at it as kind of like a beacon for those of my kind.
Yeah. I mean, does it bother me, man? I mean, as long as you don't, use it on me.
No. Well, I mean, if you were to face me in combat, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm not going to use it on you.
Just use it on me last.
And that's fair. I'll make sure you live the longest.
That's fair.
So, to get it to me, you're going to have to dig out like a grave, and then sacrifice something to it, and then bury it, and I can pick it up from you.
Wow, this seems rather complicated to give it to you.
Unfortunately, I'm bound by the celestial gate mechanics. I can't go back and forth between your world without being invited.
So you just have to be invited to our world?
God.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't me that ruined the campaign world.
And how bad would it be? Would you just come pick it up and leave?
Sure.
How gullible is Storm today?
Well, Storm, no, but Storm is trying to figure out what he could get out of this.
He gets to live longer than everyone else in the world. That's
Yeah, that's how it works. He's already made a deal.
I mean, I might stick around. There's some interesting entities that might be helpful in my current predicament. So,
Oh, like who?
just some old friends.
Well, it's like I'll try to figure out a way to bury it and sacrifice something.
It doesn't have to be much. Like a lot of people sacrifice like pigs and goats. I don't really know why. You of course can tell he's a big corpulent being with goat horns.
Yeah.
But really, anything works as long as it has vital essence. Like sometimes people sacrifice like the sick, and then it doesn't really work. There needs to be an actual sacrifice there.
Okay, and is there any way that I could get a hold of you? Do you have a something to get like a sending stone, just in case?
Just if you really need to get a hold of me, as I said, you can kind of go through the staff itself. Just talk to the skull. The issue is it's not a secure line, and anyone that has a hold on it can listen in. One person in particular likes to check in every once in a while.
Who's that?
No, it's an old protege of mine by the name of Vecna.
And that's not a good thing.
He's just kind of a douche, honestly.
Well, you're pretty much the nicest, like, demon lord thingy that I've ever met.
Well, I mean, I could be all like boisterous, and I mean, I used to be like, "You mortals shall never enter my realm," blah 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 blah. But you just get tired of it after a while.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go start thinking about how I can work on that for you.
Okay. Your soul gets pulled back up into your body. For the rest of you, he had his eyes closed for it was just basically a long blink.
Awesome.
So Whistler's there like,
He's asking me,
yeah.
you should totally bury the staff and sacrifice a pig. I don't know. That's what I heard. And the sword just walks off.
Start looking for a shovel.
Well, we've definitely got shovels here at the temple. I mean, we had a whole cart full of things to prep. So if Whistler starts looking around for a shovel, I'll say, "Hey, Squid, come with me," and we'll go grab several shovels and come back to Whistler.
You know that you don't need a shovel when you have Daco around, right? Like Daco just says that, like as he watches you use your shovel.
You know, that's a
Let him
very
finish.
good point.
By the way, anyone can do an intelligence religion check to figure out if they know what's going on.
Sure.
I mean, consider, and I will say the DC is 20, but
DD, that was not right. I'm sorry. 16.
No, Daco's also 16 and offering to help Earth bend a grave for it.
None of us know anything about this.
Yeah, I think Storm talked to the Lady of Magic, so
so you guys just spend what, like finding pigs pretty easy. So you guys go through the ritual?
Not right away.
Okay.
Well, because he still wants to study it a little bit, and
Okay.
he's going to also send. He is going to send a another wheel of cheese. This time with a piece of paper that has a drawing of a welcome mat.
Okay.
And he's going to allow one rat.
Okay.
Okay. Once
That seems like a
Whistler-
good point to stop, unless anyone has any questions.
Oh, so many questions. How does Resplendent act when Zashi walks in with Reed and Squish in their portion of the hall?
So she's delighted by the mirrors.
Mhm. Reed still has his.
Less interested in the gold, very interested in the platinum and silver. But that's pretty much it. Like, she's delighted, but
I'll let Reed and Squish get some rest. Let them know we are going to be heading back out very soon. So, and then I will resummon King.
okay.
I think probably as well, Zashi would handle taking some of the Arcanite to Kaylee and see about making some horn caps for King, and possibly see what deal she can get with Kaylee, but we can do that off screen.
Okay. Well, bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm so glad it was Storm who did that.
Yeah, that was awesome.